How's it going? Welcome back to the show. This is You Made Roscoe. I am Roscoe, and today we're going to be taking a look at a video that is titled The Irony of the Hawk Tuah Girl. Hawk Tuah. And this is a video that we'll be checking out if you're not familiar with who the Hawk Tuah Girl is. She's some young lady. I don't even know her real name. But I know that in recent times, she was out and about, probably drinking or whatever, with a friend or friends. And she got stopped by an interviewer. I'm guessing it was a YouTube person, but this person interviewed her about, I guess it was a fellatio, question. But yeah, she gave her answer and became famous, or infamous afterwards. And that fame that has come with being the Hawk Tuah Girl is kind of the thing that has left me baffled a little bit. And probably the same with this guy and whoever else is in the same mindset. But this guy being Michael Knowles, and he's going to give his insight on, how he feels about the Hawk Tuah Girl and the whole situation revolving around her. And I'll give, some comments of my own as well, or some insight of my own. But before we get into it, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And also make sure that you go over to Michael Knowles' homepage, this guy right here, because we do want to support the people where we're getting the content from. So yeah, let's go ahead and hear what Michael has to say. Let's do this.
Refrained from talking about this phenomenon on the show out of politeness and standards and propriety. But there's this gal who went famous for making a bawdy joke in downtown Nashville on camera that went viral. And the phrase she used was Hawk Tuah. Don't look it up. We don't really need to talk about that. The reason I mention it is because this gal is everywhere now. I actually ran into her at a karate combat fight. I was just walking through this fight when I was the corner man for Smile and Sam Alvey. And the first people I see, I said, oh, I think that's the girl from that video. And I talked to her. I did. I saw her right there very briefly, but I did meet her. And then I've seen her on all these podcasts. She's going everywhere. She's getting millions of followers on the internet. And then the other day I look and she throws out the first pitch at the Mets game. Your pitch. And there are a lot of people they're saying, why is this girl famous? Why is she now it's an indisputable fact she has gotten very famous. But they're saying, why is she famous? Why are we talking about her? Why? Stop talking about.
Well, we know why. But see, my thing is, and I don't have any issue with like her being on podcasts and stuff like that, because, that's whatever, but her being able to throw out the first pitch at the Mets game was something that took me back. I was taken aback by that one, because it seems so ridiculous that a person that's known for what she's known for would be allowed to do that, unless there's some double standards around here that we may or may not have to discuss. I don't know, but let's push this back a little and let's continue.
Now, it's an indisputable fact she has gotten very famous. But they're saying, why is she famous? Why are we talking about her? Why? Stop talking about this girl. I think, look, the fact that she's gotten so famous means she's at least notable. It's worth considering, how is it that in this culture she got so famous? And I actually think it reflects somewhat well on the culture that she got super famous. And this is why. She got super famous. It doesn't reflect well on the culture why she got famous, but it reflects pretty well on the culture how she has been able to maintain this 15 minutes of fame. She got super famous for telling a bawdy joke downtown late at night on video. But every subsequent appearance she's made on every little podcast, on at the Mets opening pitch and everything, actually seems to suggest that she's relatively wholesome compared to what you would have expected given that video. Then it even got me thinking about the video that went viral. I think the reason the video went viral is because of the incongruity in the video. The joke she told is obscene and raunchy and bawdy and all the rest, but her demeanor is not. I was trying to think, if this girl were really and seductive, and if she had
Here, let me push this back like right here. And he's making a point there that that I didn't really consider, and that's that whole playing into the wholesome thing, but I think just naturally, I think people's minds made her into like the girl next door. Even with her infamy, she's still looked at as the girl next door, but let's continue.
went viral is because of the incongruity in the video. The joke she told is obscene and raunchy and bawdy and all the rest, but her demeanor is not. I was trying to think, if this girl were really and seductive, and if she had an account or something, or if she were a star, would the video have gone viral? No, it wouldn't have. There is no shortage of people selling on the internet, and the vast majority of them do not go viral. Statistically, all of them, right? Isn't the median income is like $100 a month or something? So I don't think that's why. I think she went viral because she doesn't come off as seductive or appealing to a. She comes off as telling a dirty joke, but in a basically just a goofy way. And then afterward, all these people are trying to demand that she do something. And she said, no, I'm not doing any of that. And she's basically, covered up. She's not wearing sultry clothing or anything. And she's just telling goofy jokes on podcasts and throwing out the ball at the Mets game and doing a goofy little like chest bump with her friend who played catcher. And I actually think that.
Yeah, let me push it back one last time. But man, he that's crazy because he's actually got me thinking about this young lady and her infamy in a little bit of a different way now. But let's finish out.
On podcasts and throwing out the ball at the Mets game and doing a goofy little like chest bump with her friend who played catcher. And I actually think that's why. It's the incongruity of it. We're so desensitized to obscenity in our culture that you see the video which has a joke that is in itself obscene, but then all of the context surrounding it is not. And so the thing that makes it interesting is not the obscenity, it's everything else. It's the fact that it's all kind of goofy. And it's bizarre. It is so bizarre that this gal who just told a dirty joke late at night on some, man on the street video is now throwing out the first pitch at a Major League Baseball game. That's kind of funny. And it can be somewhat delightful only because she isn't selling sex. The one thing that you would expect her to do, she subverts that expectation and really doesn't touch it at all. That was a good clip. Now, hold up. How? Ring the bell, subscribe to the Michael Knowles YouTube.
All right, let's push this thing back. All right, cool. And that was the irony of the Hawk Tuah Girl. And man, I'm actually glad that I got to see this. I'm glad that I got to see this because he has made me rethink some things. I thought when concerning her celebrity and infamy and all that type of stuff, because what he's saying is true. When I listen to it, the psychology of this is it makes sense. She isn't somebody who, for all that I know, isn't like coming off as somebody who's trying to sell sex or anything. So he is right about the whole the idea of it being shocking that somebody that wouldn't be perceived as a siren or a maven in that way is making comments like she made. So I get that. I get that. But it's still the whole Mets game thing. It's still crazy to me. It's crazy because I mean, still in all, regardless of the fact that she may be a wholesome, all American girl next door and all this stuff, but she's still famous for what she's famous for. And to be able to throw out the first pitch at a professional sports league in baseball, is like is crazy to me, and I had like a few back and forths with some people on like Facebook and in social media about that whole incident, and because my whole thing was like, if this was, or I wondered if this was anybody other than, some young white girl, like if this was young Indian girl, black girl, Asian girl, any other kind of girl, would she be able to throw out the first pitch? So that was kind of my thing. And because the people in like the comment sections on social media were very accepting of the fact that she was, she's having fun and she's not harming anybody and yada yada yada. But if this was somebody else, would they feel that same way? You know, it's kind of. I don't want to go into anything other. I was going to say something that I shouldn't even bring up, um, but yeah, no, this a crazy situation, but I am thinking about it in a little bit of a different way now, thanks to this dude. But um yeah, so that's all I have to say about this. And Mike has said what he had to say, but like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the share button, hit the playlist options. You'll pick the ones named, I have playlists that are titled shocking video reactions. I'll put it into there. And then also have just a playlist that's just called reaction shows. So that's where I put all of, the stuff like this where, I'll react to off cuff stuff or whatever it is. But you'll see this in those playlists as well as anything else that I'll need to put into those playlists. I do have playlists for other things. A lot of that stuff is music based, but as you can see, I react to whatever. So, and if you have any suggestions for anything that you want me to react to, it could be music or political or whatever. It could be swimsuits, it could be movies. I've reacted to it all, um, but yeah, no, just get in the comment section, let me know. Cash App, $ you made Roscoe, PayPal at you made Roscoe. Super thanks option is available for those who like to show their support or appreciation for what's being done on the page. And that's it. That's all. I'm done. I will see you again soon. So until next time, be safe and be good.